Praise be to ZomboCom.
And we are back for some more Burning Wheel.
Yep.
Poor Esteban.
So true.
Stuck under. Well, you're probably gonna die.
Yeah.
But luckily, Ned has a plan. Let's hear about your incredible machines plan.
I will build a lever.
All right,
And
but
a piece of wood.
there's a problem with your plan. If the lever shifts while you're trying to move, if the anvil shifts while you're trying to move it, it will injure him further.
We'll worry about that later.
Okay.
All right. Let's see you build your lever.
Carpentry?
Yeah, it seems like it's just a simple carpentry test. Like you're not trying to make a winch or anything. You just want a lever. So I think it's going to be a simple link test with carpentry. I think it's obs too.
Alrighty.
And they'll use power to actually get off him.
Got him.
All right. So you can try power again. You get a +1 for overcoming the obs in your link
I
test.
will also help you. I will help you this time since you helped me last time.
Is that how you want to do it? I don't really care. It's up to you.
Makes sense to me.
All right. I'm getting help from 2 sources.
Yeah, and Rachel's helping too.
Is it still up 4?
Yeah.
No bonus from the.
You do get one because you're
I get
do the link test. Like you're just using a lever and Falcon.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you fail, you're still going to get off him. That's what's different. But it will injure him further.
We good.
All right.
Nice.
Lever goes and pushes the anvil. It flips over and misses Esteban, like in Bus Puncher. And Esteban is revealed. It doesn't seem to be leaking. But
he doesn't seem to be leaking. Okay, sure. Yeah, that's a thing. Sure. All right, now we'll go to my comment of can you stand, because I'd forgotten that we hadn't gotten off of him before. So, Esteban, do you think you can stand?
I believe he gets to make a health check.
Okie dokie.
So the health check is to recover.
Yeah.
Light wounds don't need a doctor to stop them from progressing, but if a doctor helps him, he gets bonus dice on the health test.
From what I remember of how I answered those questions, I think I have decent health, so I probably should recover pretty quickly.
Basically what happens is either way, when he has a chance to sit down and recover, he can make the health test. If he succeeds, it's cured based on how long it takes, and if he fails, I think for a light wound it just takes longer. But
I thought that you get a test right away when you get an injury.
No.
And then afterwards you also get a test to recover.
No.
I remember this wrong? Okay.
No, recovery is just so for a light wound, it's a ob2 health test. If successful, the pain fades immediately. If failed, the penalty remains for 24 hours -4.
And there's no downside for getting help from a doctor afterwards. You take the health test now.
I mean, if you're saying you can make the health test now, I mean that's fine. Usually, the way I've seen it played is you need some time to be resting to make the health test. Seeing a doctor would just give an opportunity to get bonus dice.
Okay, I feel like I'm missing a step here.
I'll be right back. Apparently, the
The
dog
thing you're
cannot
forgetting,
open
you're
the
thinking
door
is
because she's
bleeding,
too
maybe.
tiny.
But midi and light wounds,
Maybe.
or superficial and light wounds don't bleed.
Okay.
Now there is a steel test from pain, but I don't think it's relevant. So it'd probably be a passive steel test, unless you really want to make it.
Well, we're asking if Esteban can stand.
Yeah, I think
feel
that's reasonable.
It's appropriate.
All right. Oh my gosh, it's a puppy. Puppy doesn't know what a webcam is yet, but she'll learn. Hey, puppy.
She's a dog.
I was going to look at the puppy, but I'm too busy.
Her name is Mariposa. She is very cute.
Aww.
All right, Mari, you can go back on the bed if you want to. Which you do. Okay. She's a sweetie dude. She's a little sweetie pooch. Sorry, doggo is distracting.
I also thought that doesn't like the damage you take. I don't know. Like it's whatever. Yeah, I'll just take a steel test to see if you can get up. Let me look at the steel chart, figure out what that's going to be like.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? There it is.
Are you looking for a list of
maybe?
odds or a list of things for like the
list of
your
odds.
character did these things? You just earned.
Yeah.
It's just
steel test
hesitation to start.
Yeah,
Yes.
I want. Oh, here we go. Conditions for steel disadvantages. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, you're just gonna do a basic steel test against your hesitation, right?
Cool.
My
My hesitation is 6.
give you a +1 obs because you're injured.
Right.
But Ali is not on the chart. Okay. So it'll take.
Oof.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to stand up. Esteban feels cold if you touch him.
Oh no. Do you think we could get him up on his horse, or would it be better to bring Dr. Donna out here? I don't want to just leave him. You're muted again.
Ed's gonna make him drink a healthy dose of whiskey.
Of course.
And then he's going to heave him up on his back, head back to town.
Okay.
Oh wow, Ned, you're so strong.
All right, give me a power test. It's going to be. I think there's obs 3 again, because all the way back to town. Yeah.
Okay.
Failure looks like you're going to have to stop somewhere dangerous on the way back.
Okay. I'll spend a persona.
Because I don't think I can help you on this. Like, we're not carrying him together. You're just carrying him, so.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, if you had like made a litter or something. Shit.
Dependable.
Very, very nice.
All right. Yeah, you managed to carry him all the way to the doctor. And obviously she's there. She lets you in and she starts her doctoring. You said that she does some doctoring and then the results of the doctoring say what the bonus to his health test is.
Yeah, okay. So basically, the doctoring is against the set ob. For light wounds, that's ob 2. Bonus successes over that
I
ob.
took a midi wound.
Yeah, it's a midi wound.
Oh shit, midi wounds do bleed. But I mean, it's only been a scene, so it doesn't matter. But so midi wound, I think it depends on what her doctoring skill is. But either way, meeting the ob is what it takes. Like for a midi wound or higher, you need the doctor to make your health test. So unless she has surgery, it'll be surgery or chirurgery. It'll be ob 3 or ob 4, and then successes over the obstacle will be bonus dice for your health test, and then successes over your health test will lower how long it takes you to recover.
Cool.
So the thing is, like, a midi wound takes 2 to 12 weeks to recover from. So basically, if you can get like really good doctoring and then a really good health test, you can shrink that down, not be out for as long. But yeah, you get the first die back after the successful test, doctor test, and then you get the second die back when you're done healing.
Mm-hmm. I think what Esteban's been doing while he's been injured is like, because you haven't like seen him in a mode like this before. I feel like he's like breathing really quickly and shallowly, and his eyes are just like doing like the REM thing. It's not Esteban, or it doesn't feel like it.
Okay. I was looking at all the things here. Yeah. If you guys okay with it, I'm just going to say she succeeds at the roll. Because this isn't really a game where mortal injury is important, right?
Or it's not like yeah. I know what you mean by that.
All right. I'm gonna roll anyway. It's gonna be obs 4. Just gonna use field treatment because it's faster, I think.
No, the recovery takes the same amount of time.
I have a question just for us as like players of this game. Is the way I'm describing Esteban's like physical trauma okay with like how we envision this game, or should I stay away from like that kind of description of injury?
It's fine with me.
It's fine. The thing is, I would say that
this is like a climatic
injury
moment where like it's a cutscene and we know everything's gonna be fine, but we're really worried.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like the stakes here is not will you recover, but
how long will it take?
Yeah.
Yeah, like how will it change you? And what does it mean to you
like
to be
too.
injured?
Yeah.
Like if you act a certain way, that just means, well, this is how Esteban is when he's hurt. All right, you're right. It does not matter. All right, so I think she'd have surgery. Give her a 6 in it. Doesn't really have a 6, but she has some other skills that will help. Oh my gosh, she does not roll well. But we already said she would succeed. So I'm gonna roll 2d6. See how long recovery will take. That makes sense. So
Ugh.
you recover
Nearly
a
all
die
summer.
now. Yeah, and in fall you'll recover
Cool.
when it becomes fall. Actually, 11 is, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
season.
Basically.
right.
And you can change it from a midi wound to a light wound because there's no way on the character sheet to tell it that you've started the healing
That
process.
you've gotten one back.
So it'll only reduce you by 1 die instead of 2.
Okay. Beautiful.
If she had rolled better, I would have rolled less dice. But curse you, Dr. Donna.
Look,
No, we love
Okay.
Dr.
this
Donna.
is an idyllic place. She doesn't have to actually go into emergency surgery very often.
Yeah.
Right?
That's very true.
But Dr. Donna says, it's okay, Estevan. If we had to walk out in the morning, just no more heavy lifting until you recover, okay?
Okay. Can I
All right.
feed my animals still, or am I going to have to get someone to help me with that?
You'd probably be fine feeding your animals.
Okay, that's good to hear.
But
I can live with that.
don't try to just no rigorous physical activity for a while. Don't try to jump any chasms on your horse, or don't try and fight monsters in the dungeon. It could go bad for you.
I'm probably going to stay away from riding my horse at all, aren't I? What's
No,
your
as long as you
advice?
don't try and gallop it or do any stunts, you should be fine, your horse.
Okay, I'm just going to take it easy and see how that's going to be possible for me.
Okay.
Cool.
She offers you some tea, to put you to sleep. You'll wake up
Yeah.
in the morning and you can return to your normal activities.
Thank you so much, Dr. Donna.
It's all right.
Thank you, Ashlyn. Thank you, Ned. Thank you, Rachel.
And let's end the scene there and say it's morning.
Mhm.
I'm gonna look at your guys's beliefs here. Do.
I need to go have a picnic.
Do.
Talk to Mr. Carmichael.
Picnic.
And also harvest my crops. I need to do all the things, really. I haven't touched any of my beliefs yet.
You do. Which one would you like to start with?
I think my crops belief, I think I kind of touched on it earlier in the very first scene when I was playing as Ash instead of as Ashlyn. That Ashlyn was out in her fields working on her farm.
Yeah.
But, she needs to harvest her spinach and the rest, what she can save of the ice wheat.
Yeah. Okay. Say you're working your farm in the morning. Let's see here. You see Ned off in the far corner of your field. A bunch of Carmichael's workers had showed up this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And every so often there's an explosion, but they don't seem to be worried about that.
Okay, well, that's because they're expanding the cave for the brewery, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I expected this, so...
You're not really used to the giant smoke cloud coming out of the side of the cliff, but...
I guess I
and
would...
the loud noises.
I guess I would not be. You are correct.
Yeah.
But I think I can ignore that and just focus on my farming. I I put my Walkman on, and no, she probably just hums to herself a little bit then, and occasionally like startles.
Well,
like,
Esteban can sing.
And I can play the flute. I've
you
been
know,
practicing.
Esteban, while you're recovering, maybe you can just stay on my farm for a little while, and I can help keep an eye on your animals, and you can just keep me company, not do anything dangerous, strenuous. I mean, it's tough out there in the Hardlands. I wouldn't want something to happen to you.
I think like Esteban's stammering too, and for the first time since Esteban got rid of that trait, he's gonna like stammer also, just like you, because he's crying as well, and he says, I don't think I have enough breath in my lungs to sing, especially with these bandages, especially for the next few weeks, but I should be able to breathe into my chest and play the flute. And I think I've gotten pretty good at it, so
That would be
it should be
lovely.
just fine. Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
give me a steel test to see if you can play the flute with your pain.
Yeah,
I believe in you.
because I think I can do it, but it's gonna hurt. Yeah.
Also, you shouldn't be subtracting your wounds from your steel test, I think.
Yeah, wounds don't affect steel.
Makes sense.
It automatically applied it, so you have to manually re-roll it. But
Yeah.
I think first, when you mentioned that you don't think you can take the breaths in,
Hold on, I haven't rolled anything
don't
yet.
roll it yet. Wait.
Okay.
I don't think it will automatically apply to steel, but that's
It did when we rolled
Oh, it
steel
did?
earlier.
Oh,
just
that's
noticed
what you're
that.
talking about. Gotcha. Okay, I gotcha.
I don't think 2 dice would have made the difference, though.
Yeah, probably not.
No.
So, before when you mention that, she is going to just be like, "Oh, I didn't think it would be that painful for you. I just want you to feel better. Can I?" And she like holds out her hands in front of you, like for your hands. It's like, let me see if I can help take away the pain. And then I want to use some faith to assist this
Okay.
test. Let's see. I think aid is what I want to be casting. That's up 4. And if I succeed, then you get +1 die. Additional successes gain an additional die up to a total of 3 dice. So,
Yeah, I think it's reasonable to say that it would lower the pain.
yeah. So she holds his hands for a moment and says, "Oh, Harvest Goddess, you know how much singing helps the growth and all the plants. And Esteban is injured and he wants to sing. He wants his voice to ring out. Help him be able to do that." And that's my little prayer.
All right.
Mhm.
I'll give you a +1 die for your prayer.
Okay, I'm all out of Artha, so I did it!
You did it.
Nice.
I
Oh,
need a 6.
good. Yeah, I'm gonna reroll that 6 just for
If you
the
like it 6
just
worthy.
to spend the fate on it.
Okay.
Hey, nice.
That's an extra.
All right.
But it's also 1 more fate spent towards faith. It's actually the first fate
Okay.
spent towards faith. Wait. Faith is already.
Well, that's because it doesn't
open-ended.
work
That's why.
the same way. Yeah.
It
Yeah,
works
I think
differently.
But you still get to reroll
It's fine in
Fail,
that case
right?
Yeah,
because
yeah, you
yeah,
can
on
reroll
open-ended
one
ones you can
failure,
re.
so.
Yeah,
Okay,
so perfect.
the way we did it,
It
works.
works.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Great. All right. Yeah. So, Esteban, you feel pain lift away. Not completely. Like you can still feel like a tightness in your chest
But you
and
get 3
everything.
dice towards your steel chest.
Yeah. Why don't you make your steel test? You get 2 dice. I don't think the odds is actually 7. It's probably like 4 or 5.
Cool. Since I'm doing this for the first time, how do I dodge wound dice? Since
No,
this
just
won't
do
be-
it.
Okay.
Just
Add,
add +3 instead of +2.
Add 4 dice. Add
Okay.
4 dice.
Wait, are you still set as a midi wound, or did you change it to a light wound?
I'm light now.
Okay, so add 3 dice.
Oh,
then.
okay, and 3.
Okay. Cool. I will do that. 3 for the no. And what's my odd? Hesitation.
Say 5.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's good enough.
Let me fate.
We'll just say that. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I cracked the whip on my fate.
Yeah.
It's
Nice.
bigger
All right.
now.
So, yeah. What did I say? You don't hesitate at all. You just immediately start playing your flute, and give me a flute check, I guess. We'll use this as a link test to help
My farming test.
the farming test. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not that hard. Let me see here. They're all under musical instruments, right? So,
Yep.
oh. What is Ashlyn's will?
Ashlyn's will?
Yeah.
4.
Okay, I'm gonna say the odds is 3. And you'll get a +1 die.
Cool. Still at a 6. I will burn every last fate that I have. There we go.
All right, you succeed.
Nice.
But you can still help with your flute. So, Ashlyn, give me your farming check. And this is the check to harvest your fields.
Yep.
And is the ice whiskey going to be harvested too?
I think so. It's been there for a season.
Okay.
Unless this is a particularly long growing crop, which Ashlyn would have known about, but I don't remember us discussing that.
I don't
All I
remember either.
remember
So yeah,
is-
this is fine.
All I remember is that we didn't get as big of a crop of the ice whiskey because at first it was cannibalizing her crops, and then she tried to stop that and failed the test, and so we lost some of it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. And like your entire farm field, it looks like winter, right? Because there's probably like an inch of snow over your entire field.
Mm-hmm.
And you're probably just like, I don't care if the ice whiskey is done. It's coming out.
Sure. So, what is my ob?
All right. What is your ob?
What is my ob?
Is this farming?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's farming, right?
So all this is
That's gonna be obs 3.
Obs 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've also got so am I getting a helping die from Esteban? Or no, because
Yeah.
just met it. Okay.
No, I mean he can help.
Oh,
in
I
addition,
can.
I say.
I can. Yeah,
Sure,
yeah, yeah.
okay. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna help you with flute.
farming wise, grain wise, Esteban's help,
Mhm.
and I think that's it. I don't think anything else here is gonna help me.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So 3 dice. No Artha. Babes ob 3. Yeah.
Nice.
You did it.
Nice.
I think Esteban's got like.
Are you taxed at all
Attached.
on your resources? Is your resources taxed?
Oh, is my resources taxed? No.
Okay. If you want to, you can reroll those 6s, and it could relieve Rachel's tax if you roll like a 5.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I gotta do something special.
Assuming
for
you
her.
give her like the extra seeds and all that.
Nice. That's pretty good.
It's 2 6s. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
All right.
That's 7
Yeah,
successes.
so you have a really good harvest, and you give Rachel the seeds. Do you give her the extra ice whiskey seeds too?
Well, I need. Oh wait, not the seeds. I just need the grain itself.
Yeah,
Right.
those are technically Ned's. So I think I would give them to her under the understanding that they were technically Ned's and that if he wanted them, he could claim them. But I don't think he has. Since he doesn't have a place to store them, I doubt he will.
Right.
Or I guess I could
Well,
talk to Ned
Rachel
about it
says,
first.
I'll hold them for a couple weeks. But usually farmers just give me their seeds. I don't have to pay for them. That's the tradition
know.
here.
But we still need to talk to him.
If Ned has a problem with paying for them later, he can just talk to me. I'll give them back to him.
Of course. So yeah, then I'll let Ned know that Rachel has his extra seeds, and the tradition of just giving them to her for storage because we don't have a place to store them here.
Yep. That's fine with that. It's not
Okay.
like something he is gonna make a fuss over. So.
Sweet.
All right.
Cool.
So yeah, her monies are restored, and you've got your crop. Let's see here. You rolled 7.
Yeah.
No, yeah, 7. Take 4 cash dice,
Okay.
and yeah, I assume you're selling all your spinach, right?
I mean, yeah, of course. But all the ice wheat goes to Ned.
Yep. So Ned, you feel like you got like maybe a third of what you were expecting.
Ned doesn't complain. He owes Ashlyn. That's not his way.
He's a man of
Okay.
few words. He's just gonna be grumpy. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. He'll
It's
probably
grumpier than
be real
usual.
passive aggressive about it next time Ashlyn talks to him. But
That's to be expected, really.
You still have enough to like make several barrels of ice whiskey.
I don't have a brewery yet, so like at the
Yeah.
end of the day,
Right?
yeah.
Let's see how that brewery is coming. So, like I said, like you're there. They got explosives. They're blowing up parts of it. Mr. Jameson is there. He's like explosives master, and some of the walls have to come down in the caves and open them up a bit. And the workers are hauling out the rubble. And what are you doing?
So, two questions. One, I can't remember, was part of the deal that Mr. What's his name was going to supply lumber? I don't think it was. So I need to get lumber, right?
Yeah, because I mean he's not even just supplying the men, right? He's just allowing you to use them.
No, he had to pay for him. That was part of the deal. That's
Oh,
why
he
I
had to pay
gave
for
him,
the guys.
that's why I gave him shares. Because I have to
I
like
thought
pay him off.
I thought you rolled well enough that didn't happen.
No, I failed. So it was like a really bad
Oh,
deal.
okay.
So it was like a really bad deal.
Right,
Where
yeah.
I basically had to give away so I had to give away 25% of my a quarter of the company is owned by Rachel and Ashlyn. Oh no, I'm sorry. 50% of the company is owned by Rachel and Ashlyn. Then of my 50%, I had to give 25% to Mr. Carmichael until he makes back his investment. So
So
essentially,
he has like 1/8 share.
he has 1/4 share, but it's structured as a loan, right? So once I pay him back, he's out.
I think he'll provide the wood because he would like to have you in debt for longer.
Actually, I'm not gonna. Then I'm gonna get my the wood myself. Fuck this guy.
All right.
So yeah, so I'm gonna, because I also have a belief about getting Ashland firewood. So I'm gonna take the boys out to the woods while the demolition crew's going. I'll take the more woodworker types, and we're gonna go cut down some trees.
Oh, okay, you're cutting the trees yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Are the boys just like under the expectation that like lumber's going to come in and you're like, no, here's how this actually works?
Yeah.
Come out with me out to the forest. Okay, cool.
And I also have to make a roll to find this architect, but we can do that later.
Right. Let me just look here. All right, so there's no actual forestry skill. I guess picking wood is just under woodcutting, huh?
I have tree wise, so I could use tree wise into wood cutting, but I think it's probably better to just
Here, this tree cutting
and forks.
Yeah. Okay.
And this time, like, I have like gear and supplies in a team, so we actually have like the stuff to get the lumber out of the woods and to like to like cut it into planks and everything. So
yeah. Are you gonna need to cut down multiple trees, I think.
Because I'm trying to get lumber for the brewery and firewood for Ashland.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna cut down multiple trees because not every tree, like not every plank from a tree is good to use as lumber, right?
And the rest we use for firewood. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you're gonna want a strand of trees, which is OBS 5.
Wow. Okay.
But you have a crew helping you. They'll provide you with up to 3 dice of help.
Okay. So I have forks tree wise.
Yep.
And that's it.
All right. Well, if you fail, you're gonna cut down trees owned by the other woodcutters. On an accident.
Problems. Cool.
Okay.
Boom.
Oh, you do not have any problems because you are lucky tonight. Yeah. So you cut down all the wood you need, all of it, and there's this pile of wood.
Perfect.
On the Ashland's farm. It's bigger than her house, I think.
Yeah, so there's like 2 separate piles. There's like we like get the montage of them like chopping down the trees and like timber, and then like the montage of them like hauling them out. And then we see this like small pile of like firewood, and then zoom out and we see this giant pile of like planks.
Yeah. Nice.
Amazing.
All right, so now you're gonna need
This is
some
going to be a
carpentry
great
to like
brewery.
to actually build the brewery, right?
First, I gotta find the architect.
Ah, okay.
So,
All right.
because the reason I need to find someone to teach me architecture is because I want to be part of the design, right? Like, so I want them to help
Okay.
me as opposed to like me hiring an architect.
Okay, so you want to find the best architect. So there's not really an architect. You had to go to the city to find one.
Yeah, I want to find someone to teach me architecture. So I'm guessing but I have a city.
Okay.
Do I have a city life path? Yes, Miller is a city life.
Yeah, you're gonna make a what's it called? Context.
Are
Circles.
you going to
Circles.
ask anyone for help with your circles task?
Yeah.
Well, let me see what the ob is first.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take a look here. Well, I mean, once you learn the obs, I think if you fail, we haven't had any real enemies yet. I'll just use the enmity clause if you fail.
Just try to pay him off.
Yeah. Let's see here. Circles. There they are, page 380. Okay, specific occupation. Yeah, it's going to be obs 4.
Okay. Yeah, I will ask both Mr. Carmichael and Ashlyn if they have any good contacts in the city.
Yeah, Mr. Carmichael definitely can help. I guess you can get 2 dice from his help.
Nice. Ashlyn, are you helping?
If you're
Right.
coming to me for help, I'll help you. I definitely have a city life path. I may have.
You'll have to make like a short trip to the city just to get this guy.
Yeah.
Sure.
That would be cool.
I get a free ride on the train because I'm an investor.
That's what I was thinking.
Do I have to pay for my own ticket?
No.
Okay.
You get to go into the luxury owner's suite with me.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Meanwhile,
Nice.
Esteban's just got his
Wait. Can
elbow.
Rachel
Yeah.
come with me?
Yeah, Rachel can come with you.
Okay.
Well,
Then
maybe I'll get
instead
a
of having
6
a
and I
picnic
can explode it.
here in the valley, we go to.
Sorry, say that again, Kelsa?
So I have a belief about taking Rachel on a picnic away from the town.
Ah.
So I want to take her in the city to like the street vendors that have like hand pies, and then we have a picnic like at the fountain in the town square.
Yeah.
Well played.
All right.
And since this is a belief, and I'm doing this because I love her, and she's ambivalent towards me, I would suggest making a seduction roll. If you feel that.
Are we doing that right now?
I mean,
hold on a sec.
Yes. I mean, it's happening
Let's-
at this. It's not necessarily.
Okay.
Let's
the
do
same
that
time.
scene and then we'll do Ned and Ashlyn at the angry architect.
Yeah.
I mean, the seduction is happening in the city, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the.
I want to see this scene first, though.
Everyone's coming, right? Esteban's coming. Ned's coming.
Not on the romantic picnic.
No?
They're
Esteban's
in the
not at the
city,
romantic
but
picnic?
They're not with us at this romantic picnic. No.
I can play the
Okay.
flute. I could, you know.
Apparently not.
I mean-
But Rachel has 3 cats that come with her.
That's okay.
I mean, if you're gonna bring your cats, I'm gonna bring my flautist. No. That's not right.
No cats on the train? Is that a rule, Ned?
I don't know.
Cats on the train? Okay.
So,
All right, the cats come then.
Jinx is way more of a menace on the train than a cat.
and he's definitely coming too, isn't he? So, I mean, I'm planning this little romantic getaway when we're going back to town, which is where I know, as opposed to in the valley into Stockchester, where she knows. So, I might have asked if Esteban would be willing to play a little music, to help brighten the mood. But at the same time,
who's going to take care of Uncle Bish?
Uncle Bish is moving around. It's okay.
Probably fine for a day
Oh, is it because it's summertime now and summer's just better feeling for him?
No, it's because you guys rode well before.
because we got
And
him,
we're carrying
we finally
forward
got him to see
until
Dr.
the
Donna.
situation changes.
Cool. Then I'd be happy to go with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you guys seem to be ignoring it, but no one's seen Ash for a while.
Yeah, that is something that we'll have to deal with.
I feel like I already established that Ned doesn't really care about Ash.
You know,
Apparently.
that's really such a shame, Ned. You were the last one that saw her too. But we can go talk about missing Ashlyn, or
All right.
Ash, after we get back from the city, and that's maybe when we really realize it.
Sure. Do you tell Rachel you're planning a romantic thing? Or does she turn it into another business opportunity?
I'll tell her, so we're going to be going to the city, and I was hoping that you'd go with me. And, well, it's where I grew up and spent a lot of my time. I want to have a chance to show you around and see a little bit of my old life. Share that with you.
Rachel definitely wants to go with you, so it's like, I'd love to go with you and see the city. You know, it's been a long time since I was there. My business in Stockchester is so good.
You do a lot.
I don't really want to. I like having a small business that I run. You know?
Yeah. I understand.
I don't want to be a big multi-city conglomerate like Mr. Carmichael has, even if he does have a lot of money.
Stockchester is a very, it's got a lot of potential.
Yeah. You don't have a wise about relationships, do you?
No. Wait, adventure-wise? What about hatchet-wise?
Hatchet-wise?
Definitely not hatchet-wise.
Hey, you know
well,
what?
this is
Don't
Rachel we're
keep-
talking about. So how about ledger-wise?
How blunt do you want? Yeah, ledger-wise.
Look, don't kink shame. If she wants to use hatchet-wise for her, she
I mean, she's allowed to use hatchet-wise, but it has certain implications. Why has Esteban's sheet went into row 20? I can't get it out. Oh, there we go. Okay, fine.
I don't know what you did.
It went halfway up into the title bar. Like I couldn't get out, just covering
Oh.
up the whole screen.
I hate when that
Really
happens.
annoying. Okay, yeah. Roll adventure wise,
Because love is an adventure.
you want to go on an adventure with her, not a business opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We're gonna say it's obs 2,
Obs 2.
and if you succeed, then she understands she's going on an adventure and not business trip.
Okay, so is there anything I can fork into this? This is where could I fork ledger-wise into this, where I'm like, this is not a business trip?
Yeah, not ledgers. This is definitely no ledgers involved.
But
Leave your ledger at home.
by forking ledger-wise, I can keep the ledgers out of it.
Exactly.
Can I... Let's see, what else do I have that might be applicable here?
A flautist.
Seduction?
Okay.
And probably dance is pushing it. I'm not going to dance for her, so no. We're just gonna go with
You're
this.
not gonna dance for her?
I mean, not in explaining to her we're going on a date. Maybe on the date.
I mean, I offered
We're not.
my helping die as a flautist, and I heard Kelsa say, apostrophe, silence. So I assume that she's not going to dance either. So
There we
Hey.
go.
All right.
That's good.
yeah,
All right. She gets the idea. She's gonna leave her ledgers at home, and she's gonna spend time with her lovely wife.
Yay.
Okay.
I didn't realize that you loved your wife and your wife didn't really like you.
I mean, I wouldn't say she didn't like me. She likes my money.
I mean, isn't... Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
This is what happens when you marry the first person that comes along.
I view it as like the arranged marriage situation where sometimes you like just kind of like, for some reason, it's not love, but it actually works. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, this is why I was using ugly truth wise. I mean, ugly truth before. That is not entirely a lie.
Yeah.
Let us see here. All right, so you guys getting on the train. You see them, the engineers in lead vests, inserting these long glowing rods into the train with pliers. And then, they're wearing also these solid lead helmets with like visors stuck in them, and they like close the covers on the train, and then the steam starts shooting out of the train, and everyone jumps into the train, and it goes to the city.
What's the name of our city? We should decide.
We have just called it the city forever.
We could keep doing that.
The big city.
Yeah, the big city. We use that sometimes.
I like the idea that it's just the big city.
I think so, because it's a translation error, right? The universal translator got broken and just translated to literal English.
It's like how many streets are like called like El Camino?
Main Street.
It's just like the road.
Yeah.
Or the Avon River.
Yeah.
That's River.
Yeah. Sahara Desert. ATM machine. The list goes on.
Oh man,
Sure.
I'm putting big city into Google Translate. So in French, it's Grandeville.
It could be Grossberg, which would be German.
I kind of like that
Burmese
too,
is
because when
Mile
you
Hut.
translate it back into English, it sounds like this kind of like gross city, but in German it just means big.
Grossberg.
Yeah.
Grossberg.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Okay, I like that. All right, we're going to Grossberg. Is it like? Okay. So along the way, Rachel is going to try and also seduce you.
To giving you more money.
Probably. So, are we doing opposed seduction checks?
No, because your seduction comes later.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
All right, what's your will?
My will is still 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't rolled seduction yet. It's cute.
I need to. I need a challenging test for my will to go up.
Okay. Oh, she's got 2 6s though. Okay, she'll spend a fate. All right, she made it.
All right.
Actually, that's fate. The second 6
Yeah, it's
should
fate.
re-roll.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, you're right. That's true.
Explosions.
She might beat it by more.
Oh yeah, she beat it by 1.
But another success.
Nice.
That's 5 out of 4.
So it seems like she just wants to spend time with you and enjoy it. She doesn't ask for anything except for you to be happy.
I am happy. All right.
All right.
I'm just happy you're happy.
Everyone's happy.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to the city and you go on your romantic date without any of the men around. There is. Oh, you want to describe the town square?
So I picture it is got like this huge fountain in the middle with like a statue that like pours out of its mouth of like a dragon or something, like fanciful. And like there's also like other little spigots that just come up randomly in places. And there's like the lip of it is really wide, and it's about a little bit taller than knee height, so it's good for sitting on and having a little conversation. And there's like 5 or 6 different roads that come into the town square, and there's a lot of space besides the fountain, and there are different various vendors that are set up, like a little flower vendor and a few little meat stalls, and like roast chestnuts or whatever. Probably not this time of year, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like grilled corn on the cob and tire legs, turkey, whatever. As well as like a number of like inns, taverns, and like little shops that face in towards like there's a clothier, there's like a chocolate shop, there's like a delicatessen that actually smokes their own meat in the back. So
Is there a cafe?
Probably.
That sounds like exactly right for this sort of place. Like,
yeah,
we don't have cafes back in Stockchester.
definitely do not have cafes back in
We have
Stockchester.
diners, but we don't have cafes.
They're different. They're very different.
Mm-hmm.
And the cafe
like,
definitely
all these
has
places...
like outside seating
Mm-hmm.
that they've like cut out, so there's no vendors around it, which is
Yeah.
unusual. Like other places, they have like vendors like pressed right up against the walls, and you have to
Mm-hmm.
like walk past between 2 vendors to get into the door of whatever business you want to
Nice.
go into.
Yeah.
And like the only place that's free of that is around the cafe, but we're like on the other side of the fountain, just sitting on the fountain.
If this was a video game, you couldn't actually go inside any of the buildings. Just the open face vendors. Like whenever you try and go in, you just read the history about the building instead.
Yes.
Or like your memories of the last time you were here.
Yes. Okay.
Like the developers like made this wonderful, beautiful town square, but they didn't want you to leave it until the cutscene ended.
Perfect. Okay. So now I'm rolling my seduction, yes?
Yep. Her will is, what was her will?
Her will is a lot, I think.
It is a lot. I think it was a 5,
I
actually.
think it was a 5. Okay, so, I don't have a lot of things I can fork into this.
If you fail, the consequences are you're going to bump into an X into town square.
That's fantastic. That is a great
Yeah, that's
consequence.
great. That's
I
perfect.
absolutely love it. What I want to do though is, as long as I have this magic power, I think I want to magic up some more romance.
Magic up some romance. Honestly, that fits real well with Harvest Goddess. Like
it does.
the birds and the bees.
Mm-hmm.
I can show you the world.
I think I'm only going to go for a small boon. Like, because I want a boon will give me open-ended, will make the attribute open-ended for the scene.
Okay.
Or for the scene. But I mean, probably only get a roll seduction once. But so yeah, I need a 2, and so she like as she goes out to into the area, actually I think it's probably like as they like lay out the picnic and she's like putting out the food, and she's like Harvest Goddess, grant me this boon to show Rachel how much I care and how much my past is part of me and will build upon into our future.
Cool. I'll give you a +1 for your prayer.
I like +1s. And base up 2.
Hmm.
But I can spend a fate to reroll 1 traitor, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a little thing. Such a little thing. But let's do it.
I mean, it's the same as spending a fate on the actual roll when it comes up, right?
No, because dang it. Because if it was already open-ended, then I could have spent a fate to
Yeah.
reroll 1 die.
I see what you mean. You know, you're just too far away from Valley.
Okay, well that's fair. Let's roll it. Seduction. For persuasion?
Okay, well, what are you trying to accomplish then?
What am I trying to accomplish?
What is your aim here?
I want her to see me as more than a source of money.
Okay.
Can I also fork an adventure-wise?
All right, since that's what got you here in the first place.
I mean, yeah. I'm not even asking for ledgers or any bureaucracy or accounting.
Yeah, that would not make sense because those are definitely not here.
Nope, exactly. Because, okay, oh boy, I'm rolling 5 against 5. This is gonna be real bad.
Do you want a flautist at this point?
If anything, I would hire a local, like, busker.
Do you want to make a link check with resources?
No, yeah, let's do that. Because this is,
Okay.
I want this to be a really good memory for us. And
Wow.
it's not that I don't like you, Esteban.
Yeah, I
it's
know.
that I want to give her the authentic Grossberg experience.
It's okay.
It's definitely you, Esteban.
I've sunflowers out of the
If I fail
ground.
my resources check, then it's Esteban. No, then it's like a polka band, and she hates me forever.
Yeah.
All right, resources.
Yes, Obs 1.
Obs 1. Okay, let's. Oh no, yeah, that's it. Did it roll?
Nope.
Jeez.
No.
Let's try again. Artha, face up 1. Yes.
There you
Yes.
go. Okay, so you have the flutist playing.
And that makes my resources go up.
Nice.
Yeah. That is really nice. Awesome. So that is so now I've got +3.
Take a +1 for already having been seduced yourself.
Okay. Good. I don't have any Artha. Base ob is 5.
Ooh.
I don't even have any 6s.
Ooh.
That's real bad.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right.
So, I mean, it's hard to tell, like, the results
Mm-hmm.
between you and Rachel
Mm-hmm.
because she was already, like, putting it into herself, you know, that she wanted to spend time with you and not, you know, what you are. But you're not sure
I'm trying too hard.
if it's, you're not sure, like,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when you see, yeah, I'm gonna name her Vicar.
Vicar with a V.
Yeah, Vicar, and that's when you see an old co-worker kind of like munching away on a cinnamon stick. Like she's like stopped munching because she's like looking at you and at Rachel. And I'm not sure that she like interrupts immediately, but like you probably start getting awkward because somebody's watching you. And you're like, I think you need to make like a steel test or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can feel that. What's my ob on this?
Let's see here. It's not a steel test. It's got to be a versus test of something else.
I guess steel would be against my hesitation, but which would suck.
Yeah, the problem is like steel, you're guaranteed to fail, basically, right? So I don't want to do that. Yeah, you have falsehood? All right.
I'm not even learning falsehood. I'm a very honest person.
Yeah, that's what we
Okay.
like about Ashlyn.
I don't think Ashlyn would lie. Um, I can't imagine a
All right.
situation where Ashlyn would lie. How about that?
Well, Vicar is going to. She's just going to like watch like in disbelief, and I don't know. How do you want to react to being watched?
I guess after a while, like when she finally realizes it, she'll see who it is.
Yeah.
And oh god, this is probably why the seduction fails. Is like she sees this uh she sees Vicar, and then she like almost immediately like waves bigly and is like, "Oh, I'm surprised to see her here. We should go say hi to Vicar."
And Rachel's like, "What?"
An old friend.
Okay, so I'm gonna scroll conspicuous for Vicar, and you're not doing anything to stop her. So yeah, she succeeds with her one success. So Rachel sees this other woman, and she like looks at you, is like, "What? What is? What's going on? I thought we had a thing."
I wanted to show you about, my old lives. So I guess some of my old haunts, some of my old friends still are around. It'd be great to introduce you to her and
Okay, I feel like this is probably falsehood.
I mean, I don't think it is.
No? Okay.
I think
Um,
that Ashlyn is way too, way too trusting. If you look at her instinct to always presume the best of people, obviously Vicar would be happy for her getting married to a beautiful woman like Rachel.
okay. Rachel's like, I thought this was about us.
Oh, it is. It is. I mean, she's right there, and if you don't want to meet her,
All right, why don't you make a persuasion check?
okay.
You're trying to persuade her that like you did not expect to meet anybody, you know.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely did not expect to meet anyone, and if
Okay.
um
Whoa.
I can't even say I could fork anything here. Like, I don't even think I can fork anything here. I think I'm just gonna fail this roll. Because her
Dang.
win's still 5, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Okay. Hmm. So I think Rachel says, Ashlyn, I care about you. And, but honestly, I don't really care about where you came from or what you have. I just want to spend this time with you. I've been working so hard with all the mice trying to get into my bank vaults, and I know you've been all that work to let me stay out at the house more, but I just never have time to spend it with you. I just want to spend this time with you, not with her. So she's gonna make a persuasion check to convince you to stitch her. I think Rachel had persuade 2, and your will is a 4 or 5.
My will is a 4.
Okay. All right. Well, how bad she fail? Let's reroll that. Ooh, okay.
She succeeded.
Yeah. So do you go along with it?
Yeah.
You gonna ditch your old friend?
I do.
Because... Not say anything to her and just leave.
Yep. Like I'll
okay.
take Rachel's hands and say, of course, this was supposed to be time for us, and leave the past in the past. Let's go get a little fruit pie.
All right, she kisses you, and the two of you
Awesome.
exit scene while Vicar's just like watching this, like, what the hell? Okay. Let's check out the architect dude.
Do we think we're gonna have time? Because we only have 30 minutes left, and we still gotta do Artha.
Artha doesn't take that long, but we can if you.
It's up to you guys. If you think it'll be just a quick scene, but I don't know what.
Yeah,
has planned.
I want to get started.
Okay.
Just want to get started because,
sure.
to be honest, like I don't have a huge amount of time to plan before. So I want to establish something, and then I can plan.
Sure.
Because I don't know what's going to look like until we get in there.
Sure.
All right. So you already know this guy exists because you see it on your circles check. I think this guy.
We're
oh, you did? Oh, that's right.
Enmity.
Oh man. Yeah. So you arrive at this big, like 4-story building, and it's got like stone lions out front, and like all the you know how steps usually look kind of raw? Well, these don't. These look like they've been chiseled solid. Like perfect angles, like perfect fresh angles. And it's not even like a hard stone like marble or something. And it got like just massive oak doors. And you see this building, and you like look at your directions Mr. Carmichael gave you, and we have this flashback to the last time you were in the city, and I think we see you walking out of this building with your last paycheck before you came to Harvest Valley again.
For Ned?
Yeah, Ned.
Whatever. I'll just go inside.
All right, you go inside. There's a receptionist, at this table. It's not nearly as nice as the one you just got done making.
So I've been here then?
Yeah. I think what happened is that these guys bought out the rights to whatever lumbering you were doing around the city, and then fired you.
All right, so I'm just gonna go right to this dude's office. I'm just gonna walk
Okay,
past the
you don't even go to the receptionist?
No.
Okay. So
Like-
you like just know where this guy is. You're like, oh, I know who Mr. Carmichael found. All right.
Are we all there?
So you
If you guys want to be.
Because I definitely think that Ashlyn is like apologizing to the receptionist.
yeah, receptionist's like, wait, you can't go in there.
Unless she does something to stop me, I'm going.
He's so
Mr.
stubborn.
Redcliffe is having his lunch.
He's very stubborn.
I think Esteban disregards shouting people as well, because he's a bad influence. So
Yeah, I think that like maybe Ashlyn stays out in the lobby like trying to placate the receptionist, while the two of you just like stalk forward to go talk to.
Yeah, like this burly woodcutter guy is like about to go after him, but because you're standing there explaining, it would be rude to go around you. So Ned gets to the office.
oh, I know why. Another reason why Esteban's just like walking around everywhere, because in Stockchester you can just walk right up to the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
He just expects like you can go up to anyone, just like in Harvest Valley. Yeah.
So yeah, you're outside this office. So it's got a wooden door. It's closed.
All right, going.
All right, you go in, and there's this like old balding guy in a suit. It's like an old style suit, though. You know, like it's not like freshly pressed or anything. He's probably got like a powdered white wig, and he's eating a salad with like ham on it. And he's like, "Who are you barging into my office during my lunch?"
I'm Ned. Fired me one time. Got a job for you.
I don't remember. Ned. Listen, I'm eating. You can come back. Make an appointment with my receptionist. A few days. We'll have time to talk.
Nah, I'm here today.
This is highly irregular. And like he like it's like you're not saying anything, and he's like, "Should I call for someone?" He just looks
Well,
confused.
do you want to hear about the job or not?
No, I don't.
Well, why
I don't
not?
take jobs.
Well, what? How do you make money then?
With with contracts and science, my dear fellow. Now,
All right. Well,
if you'll please leave
I-
me to my lunch.
I'd like to hire.
I have a
you
lot of
for-
work to do.
I'd like to hire you for a contract in some science.
You don't seem to be the kind of boy that needs science.
Well, that seems a bit rude. You underestimated my intelligence because I don't wear a fancy suit and a goofy wig.
Clearly, you're a peasant who never had higher education. I can't imagine you'd have any use for someone with my talents.
Haven't had higher education. Do you have use of your talents? Do you have money to pay?
So he quotes some figures that are a lot of money, let's say. mm,
Well,
Let's say that for him to build you a building, it'd be like resources 5 test.
damn.
But we don't want him to build a building. We want him to teach Ned how to build a building or design the building.
Yeah, so I'll. That's what I'll say. I'll say, well, don't worry. I don't need you to design the whole thing. I just want you to teach me how it's done, and then maybe give me some advice on my design.
It would hardly be a smaller effort.
I mean,
If I were to design a building myself, why? It would take me less than a week. It took me years of apprenticeship to learn what I know now. You can't possibly hope to learn it in a few days.
I'm pretty smart.
It wasn't what you said, but the way you said it.
that's beautiful.
I love it.
What do you know? Have you done any studying by yourself?
I build houses.
You build houses.
Yep. And a hotel.
You built a hotel.
Yep.
And how long has it been since it fell down?
Hasn't fallen down.
Oh, my green screen is attacking me. Okay.
I also built a desk in the hotel. It's much nicer than the desk you got out there. It's a good desk.
I don't build desks. I build grand structures fit for kings. All right, why don't you make a persuade check? I feel
Okay.
like you deserve one, but you're not asking for one.
Is it persuade or haggling?
I don't think it's not foregone that he will do it, so it's not haggling. Right? Like haggling is about
Yeah.
we're going to do it, but here's the details.
What's his will?
I'm gonna say it's a 3.
And what's the consequence of failure?
You lose this opportunity for action.
Yeah, I think he's just going to call it and get kicked out of his office.
Okay.
Now, do you want to persuade him, or do you want Master Carpenter Esteban to persuade him?
Well, I've been the one talking, so. Nope.
Oh no!
Oh,
All
look
right.
where you wound up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
difficult
he
will
starts.
test.
Says, "I don't have the time for this." Frederick, get out here. Get in here. Get this guy out of my building. I don't want to see him again. And you hear like this big clomping noise. Esteban,
I got lost.
you found like this bar where people are drinking, like massive people who are probably able to carry entire plows at once. And one of them gets up when you hear someone call for Frederick, and just starts stomping downstairs. It just takes a few moments, and like this giant wall of a man comes in the room, and he's going to pick up Ned and take him outside.
Okay, while I'm still in the bar, I take a seat and I ask the bartender if he has any ice whiskey.
Bartender's like, no, we don't have any ice whiskey. What even is ice whiskey?
I just give him like serious side eye, and then I just leave and I follow, like, just go back to trying to find my way out of this labyrinth.
Okay. All right, I think this is a good place to stop it for tonight. Unless Ned has any last minute ideas. No. All right.
Sorry, Ned. Great. Then, Artha, I suppose.
Ashlyn, you go first.
I will begin. Mr. Carmichael now owns the clock tower. I need to convince him to let Ash live in it. I didn't even talk to him or find Ash. Ash is missing. I'm gonna write that down because I will definitely forget. Okay. I also have a thing that says Wolf Song Riddle. I don't know what that means. It's under my inventory.
Wolf Song Riddle.
Yep. Maybe I'll have to.
Where's that?
I wrote it down under notes, spells, and other miscellanea. Oh no, I wrote it down under gears, possessions, and property. To be fair, I don't know.
I wouldn't worry about it.
I'll look back through the VODs and see if something makes sense. Because it's from your angle, so I'll probably see you type it in.
That's a good point. That is a very good point.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I have the character sheet is in a different window. It's not on the Roll20 usually.
Curses.
Yeah. Okay. Rachel has been so good to me. I need to give her something special. A nice picnic lunch away from the town sounds perfect. I think.
Yeah, take your persona.
I think that's persona.
Cleverly
and then,
executed.
The crops are ready to harvest and new planting to begun. I'll honor the harvest goddess by doing these things. Technically, I only harvested crops without planting new ones, so I'd say fate.
No, you can take persona.
Okay. All right, there's 2 persona there. My instinct of always presume the best of people. I think that was stirring the pot a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's a fate.
You can take fate for that.
Opportunist, tenacious, grit under her fingernails, urbane, faithful, familiar face, curse of the night, and aura of determination. What does my
aura of determination?
Yeah.
That's people around you roll sometimes.
It's you and the people around you. Basically, it's just a con for like dire circumstances.
Gotcha. So I don't think any of that really came up. So I'm thinking one fate, 2 persona.
Sure.
Cool. Esteban, you're next.
Cool. The ground of the Hardland is not fit for a garden like Ashlyn and Ned's, but maybe it can serve some other purpose. I'll toss them up and see if there's something underneath. I definitely did that.
Yep, take your persona.
Uh-huh, and I got in trouble for it too.
You really did.
I didn't do anything with the mirror, and I've been told by Dr. Donna no adventuring. We'll see if no adventuring happens. Probably will. I haven't monetized my sheep and goats turning wondrous colors, so none of that yet. I don't think telling a weird story got me in trouble. So nothing from
Didn't you do something weird?
I did something weird at the end where I just like slid into a bar and asked for ice whiskey. And then I just got lost in that building because I'm not used to the architecture.
I thought there was something earlier. I can't remember.
Trino.
Okay. Somebody was really hitting their traits this session. Is it Ned?
I think so.
I have some stuff, yeah.
Or was it?
Um,
Let me read these traits. Like,
Odd, bad influence.
now, I can't remember what it was, but I did like make a mental note to myself earlier. I think that
Mhm.
Esteban, you should get a fate for something in your traits.
Mhm.
I don't know what it is.
I brought up bad influence once because I just like.
It wasn't even that.
Yeah.
So just take a fate point.
Ooh,
Unless if you can have
affinity
additional
for
things.
sheep and goats got me in trouble.
Yeah, okay, take one for
Because
that.
I
But it was
wanted-
It was in addition to that.
I mean, I have bad back, but
You
the
just
bad
got
thing that created the trait is not the same thing as yeah. Give me a minute.
Okay. Yeah, so you take 2 fate point and 1 persona?
Yep.
Alright. On Ned?
all right. I've got fate for finding the architect.
Yep.
Persona for my other 3, which were making a test batch of whiskey, building, finishing the hotel, and getting firewood. Fate for measure twice, cut once, because I messed with Esteban's thing. And I think Man of Few Words definitely made my life harder in that meeting with that dude.
Absolutely.
Cool.
You got friends. Maybe you can do something tricky to get them to help you.
We'll see. Yeah.
Let me look at this page again. Take another fate point for being dependable, because definitely you've definitely passed up on some opportunities to go help Esteban.
Cool.
All right. I mean, though everyone did like your alcohol, they just couldn't handle it because they're all right. All right. So that is Harvest Valley for tonight.
Awesome. Well, let's do some shout outs then. Let me put this back over here on this screen. Sam, why don't you start off? Tell us about yourself and what you do and where people can find you on the internet.
I'm Sam, twitch.tv/wizardfool, Twitter @thewizardfool. I have a very front-loaded week these days, so my last game for the week is City of Mist tomorrow. Playing some wacky noir adventures, kind of like noir superhero type stuff, where each character has powers based on a myth or fairy tale or legend. So that's good fun. Tune into that on Unmade Gaming's channel, and then I am back on AP Gaming Reels channel next Sunday for Burning Wheel, and back here on Tuesday.
Awesome.
Cool.
Adam, let's go to you. Same order I did last time. Adam,
he appears to be frozen.
I'm not.
Nope, now he's moving.
Anymore.
Okay. Yeah, you
Hi.
were frozen for a second. I wasn't sure if you were just staring at us and blinking or if you were actually frozen, because could go either way with you, really.
That's true. Hi, I'm Adam /Dark Lavender Void, and I am frozen for an eternity, and I sit dreaming in a block of ice, making games in my mind. Forever I am coding inside the block of ice. You can find me at Twitter @Dark Lavender Void.
Thank you. Perfect.
Sweet.
And finally, last but not least, Golden, how about you?
Hey, you can find me on twitch.tv/GoldenWH. Other than that, you'll never find me anywhere because I'm All right. You guys all have a great night. I got no shout outs. Just listen to my intro. That's what I've been doing.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, well, thanks again for coming on out. Bye, everybody.